What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Two Sisters, One Book. I'm Karla.
And I'm Amanda. We're two sisters, two moms tackling one book at a time. And we have the beautiful L.Clauson with us today.
Welcome in, L.Clauson. We are excited to have you in. We have been, obviously, for the last however many weeks, reading The Ashes of Air and Fire, and it has been so much fun. And we had to get you on to talk about a bunch of questions that we had. And one in particular, which we'll get to in a moment, that Amanda and I had debated a lot. But let's start off with, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I am L.Clauson. Uh, I actually never planned on being an author, so this was kind of a spontaneous journey for me that I started last year with this book back in November. So I've just been vibing from there. I'm a mom. I have pets. I live in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Oklahoma.
How do you like it out there?
It's hot. It's really hot.
Yeah, I bet. It's hot where Amanda and I are too. So we're like constantly in heat, like, oh gosh, what's happening? So yeah, got to escape that in the summer.
Yeah. What do you do for fun in Oklahoma?
We stay in the AC. That's not a funny game.
That is true.
It sounds like us.
Yep.
I love it. Well, we have been having so much fun. I feel like we've known you for a while now because I don't, do you guys remember when we all connected? Was it like earlier this year or something?
Yeah, I think it was right after I debuted, actually. Like as soon as I put my book out, I think you guys found me.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And here we are, like August, and we're, and we knew we were reading your book on the podcast, but we obviously we have so many lined up, and so we kept going like, okay, we're getting there. Poor thing, she's probably like, what is that? We're like, no, we're getting to the book. I promise. We had everything lined up, and it just, and then like I told you, we had a lot going on this summer, so we had a little 2-week break, but we came back, and yeah, we needed to get it back into the book. We were craving it.
Totally fine. I didn't feel
So-
neglected at all. It's fine.
Oh, good. Well, I guess we should just get into some of the questions we had for you. But I know the first question that Amanda and I had, because we had been debating this for a long time, and we get like this from time to time. And so we knew it was going to be one of our very first top questions to ask you, is there are two characters that we debated on the name. And I know I messaged you already and told you who they were.
Yep.
But obviously we'll start with one. I called Alde, that name, and Amanda would call him A. So can you correct on that one before we get to the next one?
Yes. So his name is actually pronounced Alde. It is very Gaelic and Irish, as most of my characters are. So it's just Alde.
I love it. We were both wrong. Actually, it was more me because Amanda didn't really put a name in there. She just said, I'm going with A. And I was like, all right. I went with Aldi because of the grocery store. I know. Like, that was
Nice. Yeah.
But sometimes you have to just guess. So good to know. His name is Ald. Now, the second character was Amanda and I both went back and forth. She would call her Caddy and I would call her Katie. Can you settle that debate for us?
So it is Caddy. But my narrator, Dee, had called her Katie pretty much through the whole book.
Oh, yeah.
So we just rolled with both of them.
I love it. So Amanda
what did
won.
you call her after? You called her from that one movie with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the movie Mean Girls?
Yeah.
So the reason I went with Katie is because I was like, well,
right.
Obviously not, but it was funny because I was like, oh, it has to be Katie, like just thinking like the name where she's like, everyone's calling her Caddy, and she's like, no, it's and I think she spelled it Cady, but I was like, it's close enough. And yeah, she's like, no, it's Katie, Cady, and they're like, well, I'm calling you Caddy, and I was like, it's got to be Katie. So well, that's good to know. Amanda clearly won that one, and that's okay. I'll take it. Poor Amanda's like, fine, we'll call her Katie for the season, just so nobody gets confused and think there's a third character in there that we're not talking about. And I'm like, that's okay.
Oh, goodness. Whatever. Okay. So I have a question. Stop it. What inspired you to write this story, and what was there a specific character, scene, or idea that started it all?
So the inspiration really wasn't specific. I think I was reading a book, a pretty popular series book, and I honestly got bored with it. So I was like, you know what? I can write my own. So I put it down and I never went back to it. And I started writing. I won't say the name of the series, but it was really popular. And like, I've been ostracized because I say I don't like it. So we're just going to skip. Uh,
Yeah.
um, so the scene actually that I started with was the prologue, and I had it written down on a piece of paper, and I was going through it and like all of the things, and it wasn't much different than what's in the book now, but that's really what kicked it all off. And I sent it to my friend, and she was like, "If you don't give me this whole book, I don't think we can be friends anymore."
You're excommunicated. Yeah, that
Yep.
prologue was pretty intense.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
my
What?
my friends have called it Disney level parental trauma.
Yes. I love
That's
it.
a that's a great way to put it. I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you read it originally or that prologue when we first got the books? And then you were like, oh yeah, this I already know this is gonna be fantastic. Isn't that what you were telling me?
Yeah. So originally you wanted to you did do a giveaway with us, and then you gave me the ebook. So I was like, I'm gonna read it first then.
Yep.
And so I read it, and I read the prologue, and I was like, oh my gosh, Karla needs to read this too. So that's where like, let's do a podcast on it.
Yeah. I know.
I was
I
like,
was
this
like,
is
okay.
great. I loved it. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting that at all. That's what made it so great. I was
I know.
Yeah.
I think when we read it, I after I finished it and I closed it, I was like, "Oh, that's right, that's the prologue." Because I was like, "Oh, now we got to find out what happens next." I'm like, "Oh, wait, no, we're not. Well, we are, but not yet. Like
like, 20,
we're going into the
24
future."
years later. I love that part too. It's
Yep.
like, this is great.
Oh, that's so fun. Well, I guess then, what was your favorite scene to write and your hardest scene to write?
My favorite scene, I think, is when Evander and Lyra first meet. Because it's in the middle of the city and, you don't expect it. And he isn't super important to the story, which I think I absolutely loved because of the way that I wrote him in. He's like, oh yeah, here I am, and then that's it. And I just, that was my favorite. It was like, yeah, this strong MC is gonna be the hero of the story. No, he's not. He's just there. He's just hanging out.
He's just
Yeah.
there.
Just there.
I love
Um,
it.
my hardest part, I think, was the scene where they run into the town of all of the fire. Like it's not even a town at that point. And I have my map somewhere, but it's, not unpacked yet. So forgive me.
It happens. We would do
Um,
that a lot. We'd be reading and we're like, "Wait a minute, what was the name of that town?" And then we'd get our map out and we're like trying to
yep,
read it. We're like, "This is yep."
yep. But they go into the sound, and it's covered in fire. It's not even standing anymore. And, you have the one person that survives just long enough to tell them what happens. And I think that was the most heartbreaking point because it was, Caddy was trying to do all of the things that she knows how to do, and everyone is just, struck. They don't know what to do from there. And it's kind of just a turn in the story where it's like, okay, help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what
That
do I
was the sad
do?
part. That was the
Yep.
Oh
sad
yeah.
part, especially to watch Caddy get so heartbroken over it. Like,
Yep.
I
Hmm.
felt like we were there standing with her too. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to destroy her.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's hard. There was a few times where Amanda and I were reading and we were like, "Oh, that that was hard." Like, as a reader,
yeah,
you're like, "I'm feeling it."
the second
Yep.
survivor of that was hard too. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Why do I
Hmm.
have feelings
Yeah.
right now? I want to cry too.
I
So,
know. I'm over there with my tissues in the book, like, oh, sorry.
Yep.
Emotional damage over here. Okay. For some reason, I really thought your hardest scene was going to be the epilogue scene, but no, huh? You were like,
No, no, yeah.
okay.
I think no. I I think distinctly that one was, right in the middle of the book, and it was so far in at that point that it was like, yeah, okay, this sucks. This is this is really hard to write. Because I mean, the characters live in your head, and then you go and just throw a bombshell at them, and it's like, yeah, all right, that hurts.
Am I
I
allowed to
I
ask?
enjoyed reading Evander. I'm sorry. I was just saying I enjoyed reading Evander. He was fun.
It
Yep.
was fun. If I can't ask this question, you could just take it out. But that part where I think it was the second survivor said it was like somebody pre-oiled or pre-greased the town because it like instantly went up in flames. Was it already pre, or was that like a dragon on his side too? And it was just like,
No, it was pre, and it was kind of, you really don't see anything about that until much later in the series. Like it's not even addressed in book two because you don't see any of the dragons, and that's kind of one of the aspects of finding out who Evander is and all of the things. But there's no dragons yet, so it was the king's kind of, all right, well, we're gonna mess around and fire.
okay, okay.
Amanda called
I
that one. She said she was like, I think it was pre, and I was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought it was a dragon because Evander and him were kind of close, and then he gave him that Drake nickname and everything. So I was like, what if he has another dragon on his side, and like the dragon is a naughty dragon, and like he just wiped out the city like in a heartbeat, because they saw ash before they even smelt the smoke, and my brain was going at that. I feel like this whole book, both mine and Carla's brains were like going. We were like, let's say this. No, it's this. No, it's that. Well,
Well, and as you could probably tell, Amanda and I we like to pick things apart, and sometimes we'll be like completely right, and then sometimes we'll be like, dude, we're in another universe. Like that's like nowhere near what's going on, but we'll stick with it. We'll be like, no, we've committed to this theory. So even though it's probably not going to pan out, we're committing.
That's right.
yeah. Art has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the book whatsoever. Okay. What has been the most rewarding and the most challenging part of being an indie author?
Most rewarding, I would say, would be the community. Especially my street team, they have literally become my other family. And without being indie and the way that, TikTok and everything else has kind of grown with me, I wouldn't have that. So definitely the most rewarding part. The hardest part, I would say, is marketing. And as much as it sucked marketing book one, it sucked marketing book two just as much. So marketing is
It's hard.
terrible.
Yeah. But like
Yeah,
you
I can
said, I
imagine.
feel like the book community comes together. So,
Yeah. People like to support indie authors. Like I know I do. I know Amanda does. Like we just like I don't know how it happened. I mean, one day we were just supporting indie authors. We're like, these books are like really good. Like some of the best books we've read have been indie author books. And it's
Hmm.
like these are hidden gems and we just loved it. We had so much fun with it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy, honestly, because it's so many of my friends at this point are indies, and I'm like, I wouldn't know you if this weren't a whole thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
And so
best?
much
Such a small world.
yeah, so much work I know goes into it as an indie author. And I think that's why, like, you know, supporting somebody who is an indie author makes it that much more special. Cause it's like, you think of somebody like as big as, like, you know, I, I can't think of somebody at the moment, but like a big author, right? Rebecca Yarros. We'll use Rebecca Yarros. And it's like, you're like commenting, like, your book was fantastic. And you'll never hear anything, or you never see like them repost something that you worked so hard to promote, or just share how much you enjoyed the book. And indie authors are always so good about being like, let me reshare what you did. Let me comment, let me engage. And so it's like you on the backside communicating back versus having 10,000 assistants, like going through running your social media and doing all these things. And I know as a reader, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, I knew an indie that went trad recently, and like she was getting super big, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love your books," and I'm really trying to get your indie covers before they go out. And she responded back, and I was just like, "Oh, my heart."
Right. And I mean, when
Uh,
you can, even if you go trad, like if you can get trad published, like that's awesome. And if you can still maintain that, relationship with the people who I'm not saying that these are the people who brought you there, but they really did assist in really pushing the book, especially with social media nowadays. There's so much that you can do to help promote. So I don't know. What do you think, Amanda? Are you on the same page as me?
yeah, yeah. I always love when they reply back to me or even just comment, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." Like I always feel like I'm somebody important now. They noticed
Yeah.
me. So,
Yeah, it really
yeah.
is a good feeling. So yeah, I know I enjoy indie authors and just finding fun books that, like, there's some books in there you're like, that one looks really good. Amanda and I can both agree because we will see so many that we like, and then we sign up for way too many arcs. We're like telling like, have you read this one yet? No. Oh no, it's due next week. I gotta hurry. So it's like, but we see so many we like, it's hard to not apply for those.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
it
And then they
really
come in
is.
super late. Like I applied for it like a couple months ago and they're like, boom, here it is. And you're like, wait, what? What just happened?
You're like, I kind
Wait.
of forgot about applying for that. You're like, that's right, I did. Amanda luckily introduced me to this like app that you can go on and organize all your arcs, and like if you've done a post yet, and if you've received the art. Like Amanda, I was like, wow, I am so thankful, because I would be so unorganized if it wasn't for Amanda because of that.
Right?
Yeah. It's the free one. It's not those fancy ones that you got to pay for. Pay for.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
just
Yep.
do it yourself. So
So now, which character was your favorite to write and why?
Lyra, 100%. And I say that because after releasing it and a whole bunch of people that I know read it, they were like, "Hey, this is you." And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, this is you, 100%." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you see, that wasn't my intention." Um, but yeah, she was my absolute favorite, just because of the way that she presents herself, and like her mental health struggles are so similar to mine. And I guess that I did embed all of that into her, but that wasn't what I was thinking when I was writing.
it just came out.
It just was
Yeah.
there.
It's like you're writing and you're like, oh no, that is me. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't intend that to happen.
Yeah. Writing book two after that, I was like, oh no.
You saw it more, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Now I got to reread it and see. Just
Yep.
kidding.
Find it. Well, when we're reading book two, we'll be like, oh, okay, I know what she's doing now. Now,
Yep. Pretty much.
yeah, it's funny. It's like, yeah, you go back and you probably reread and you're like, uh-oh, that is me. That's very similar to something I would do or say.
Yep.
I know,
Yeah.
it's fun. But you put like so much emotion into your characters, which was good, to the point where Amanda and I are like getting frustrated with her, or like, yes, you've got this, or and it's such a great feeling as a reader to like really connect with the character that way. Because I always say, I'm like, if you bring out an emotion from me to the character, you've done a really good job at writing them, because I feel it. Like,
Yeah.
I
why am I
know.
mad at you?
I
Why
was
am I
so
upset?
overprotective of her. I'm like, why are you leaving? You can't leave. Like, the book could hear me. My husband's like, who are you yelling at? I'm like, she's breaking up the party right now by herself. And if something happens to her, then I'm going to be super mad.
Hmm.
I know,
So
we're like, oh yeah, the book just ends because something happens to her, and we're like, what? No,
Yep.
I was like,
like,
she's going to get taken by the king because she's going off by herself. Somebody needs to stop her right now.
Middle
Okay,
oh
I
of
feel
book,
yeah.
like
I'll just
Evander
blank
listened.
pages. Just blank
Yeah,
pages
somebody
after that.
listened.
Just it's done.
Yeah, you're like, wow, there was so many more pages and they're all blank. Like,
They're
that's
all blank.
really a way to end
Where
it.
did, where did she go? No, Evander listened. He heard me. He
Yep.
went
I
after her.
know. He was so
Ah,
fun. We enjoyed him. I just want to like, I just want to meet a real life Evander. Like, I just want to be like, I want to see you in person now.
Right? And it's crazy because it's like I didn't write him as some like massive hero or anything else. Like you kind of get to define him throughout the book, which is like little tidbits here and little tidbits there, but you really don't know who he is until book two, which was a lot of fun. And it was almost like dressing somebody up in a disguise and with a bunch of strings and then like, good luck.
Right?
I love that. I'm excited for book two.
Me too.
It's, so, what's one thing you hope readers take away from this book, and what can we look forward to from you next?
So one thing that I really hope the takeaway is it doesn't matter who you are or the struggles that you face or who is by your side, you can do anything you put your mind to. And like not in a cliche way, kind of, like you tell kids, oh, you can do anything that you do and whatever. No, like legitimately, you can have bad days, you can have struggles, you can have, everything in the world go wrong and you can still go out and put out the effort and do whatever you want or need to do.
Yeah, I love
It was
that.
really beautifully said. Like I I'm like I'm emotional after that.
That
I
was
need
deep.
I know. I'm like, can I just get that like in a frame on my wall to like my reminder? Like, when I'm having a bad day, just read L.Clauson's quote. I'm good. Wow, yeah. No, that's fantastic.
Um, for what comes next, I would say book two is obviously already out. However, we have started a publishing house under KCRP, and that goes along with a lot of mental health writers. The Ashes of Air and Fire very much so falls under the mental health writing just because of how Lyra is and everything that she's gone through. And it's crazy to see how many people write stories like I do. And we just go and it's there to support somebody and it's there to make sure that people don't feel alone. It's great, honestly. It's crazy to think about because last year at this time, I didn't have any of this. And now we have a publishing house and we have a family and we have a whole community. And I have book two out.
I've got to see. I'm like, I got to see it.
So
There it
pretty. I know.
is. Oh my
I love
gosh.
it. It popped up on my Kindle, and I'm like, okay, I'll get you.
So I will
So
say,
beautiful.
I know that you guys like the map in book one. So the map is updated in book two. There,
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
there is
Uh-oh.
more like places and names and kind of stuff that you didn't see in book one. Um, and this is all about Lyra and Evander. So Caddy and Alde, and there is no one else in here. This is all Lyra and Evander and somebody new. This is their journey. So,
Ooh. I like that. That's a great change.
yep,
Focusing solely on these two.
yep.
Hmm. Hmm.
You guys
Is
just can't be mad at me about the ending.
Oh no. So we can't call you and be like, we're mad.
You can. My street team has offered to assist my life in throwing things at my head. So, uh,
so do we get a little more glimpse of these riddles?
yes
I
and
just I just want
no.
to know.
Yes and no. You find out a lot more about Lyra and things that she was missing and pieces of her. And actually, you learn some more about her mom and how her mom was when she was, Lyra's age. So,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
I
yeah.
like that. I know Amanda and I were trying so hard to decide. We're like these like what is, and so we're like going through word by word. We're like, okay, did you catch on to this one? No, but how about this? And we were just trying so hard. We're like, we will figure it out.
hmm Yeah,
You know?
I think that the actual so the book 2, you get the prophecy, the bits and pieces, you get it all together. So like it's in one little phrase, I guess, like all on the same page. You can
Yes.
actually see it. But it's not going to be totally explained until book 3.
Okay.
That's fine.
But
Let me ponder on it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Let me ponder
I'll
on it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm like trying to fill in the blanks. I'm like, how did you not remember?
yeah.
I know. I think we were talking about that with the other lady when she was like, "Ah, there's parts I didn't," and we're like, "No, like we need the full thing," but it's
Yep.
okay. We understand.
Messing with my emotions.
Oh my
Ah,
goodness. No, well, that was fun. We had honestly, we enjoyed reading that. We would like call each other up after and be like, "Did you see that part?" Did or mid read, like, what? And then, but we had this strict rule of like, okay, let's not talk too much about it until we're on, because then we've already kind of shared it and we want our reactions to be pretty real. So yeah, there were times where it was like, don't say anymore. We'll talk about it when we get on. So okay.
I
Yep.
So
know. And it was hard because we kept stopping at like the worst spot to stop at. I'm like, why did we do this to ourselves?
yeah.
Whose
And we
idea
don't
was
plan
this?
that. We don't, yeah, we just go, oh, how about this many chat? Okay, that sounds good. Let's do it. And then yeah, you know.
And then we're like, why would she do that? And then literally the next chapter, the beginning chapter, it's like why she did it. And I'm like,
Yep.
we should just kept reading. Okay.
My son's like, I can't hear it. um Yeah, so now I feel like we've gotten a lot of fun thing like good things answered. I won't lie. I mean, now we know at least with Ald and Caddy, they won't be in the next book because I was like, I'll probably still continue to call them by the name because once it's in my mind, it's in
You
my
can't
mind.
do that.
And yeah, and same because we were calling her Lyra, so Lyra.
It's
I might.
Ald.
I think
Nope. It's
I.
Ald and Caddy.
Yeah. So I might be able. I think I can switch that one. It's always the ones where I'm like, nope, I'm stuck with the name in my mind. When I read it, that's the name that I see, and that's the name I go with. So
You should have seen the list of names that I had to send my narrator when she started this. She still would be like, wait a minute.
You
Fine.
you sh- you should do a character art if you have them for some. If not, then you could just make a little post or something. But this is how I pronounce my name, and then just do a post. And
Right?
then make sure you tag Karla and be like, this is how you pronounce it.
she'll be like, it's Caddy, okay?
Yeah.
just
So it's
just so, and then Amanda can just like,
Caddy.
Speaking of Caddy, she is the only character that I have been asked to write her own story. It is my best friend's absolute favorite character, and he has demanded for her own story arc. So that may be coming at
Oh,
some point.
like a novella?
Yep.
That would be
uh,
awesome. I like that.
that
Oh,
would be
you would have
awesome.
to do it for all of them because I want to know what happened with Misk and
Amanda, you're
Ald.
putting all this work on this poor girl. She's like, I'm trying to get
No,
through
but
my
if you do
main
it for
series.
one, you got to do it for all of them. Just kidding.
We'll see.
I'm going
You
to
don't
tell on you.
you don't
I'll be like, we
you can
clearly
ignore
know
her.
who
It's
her
okay.
favorite is. Sorry, Lyra, it's not you. Well, you're the main attraction of this book. Sorry, the rest of you people, it's not you.
No, but it was such a good group of people that, it does make you like want to know, okay, so like, with Nadia and Ald, right? Because
Mhm.
all right, I'll go with the right name, Ald. Like, it's like, okay, I want to know more about your history and this and that. And it's like you get invested in these characters and you just want to keep going with them, you know?
Yep.
Mhm. I'm hoping one of the books too, like later on, we get more of the king. Because he is a very interesting little character that I'm very like.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
think he
I
has this mirror telling him a prophecy.
I cannot wait for you to dive into book 2 because
See?
honestly,
Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's do it.
I know, we're
It's
gonna have to do
he's
that.
gonna be in. Is that the secret character? Is him, huh?
that's
Or is it
not.
his son? Is
It's
it his
not.
son? Are you gonna give
Nope.
me a little hint? Are you gonna tell me no
I'm
for
not.
every
I am
See,
okay.
going to tell
Amanda
you no for
likes
everything.
she's
Okay.
she's all about spoilers. I don't know if you heard, I can't remember if it was one of the episodes I was talking about how Amanda will like literally take her book and open it up to see how many pages there are, because she's like, let's just find out how many pages there are, right? And so she goes to the very end and then she reads the last sentence and she's like, well, I know what's going to happen now. And I'm like,
It's not
really?
my fault. My eyes have no self-control. They're just like, oh, look at the words. I'm like, okay. Peer pressure is not my finest.
I'm
Hmm.
like, that just completely like, I mean, we're supposed to talk about these books, and if you know the outcome, like, what do we do?
It's not, don't ask me how many pages are in the book then.
Over here, like, literally, like, barely folding the pages up just to see like the corner, and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
nope,
it's
not
this
me.
many pages. Like, Amanda's no, she's over here just flipping the whole thing. I'm like, what are we doing? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes, unfortunately.
And
So well, that was good. I guess, do you want to let everybody know where they can find you?
so I'm kind of all over the place. My website is in my link tree, but I've got TikTok and Instagram, which will lead you to the Ashes of Air and Fire is only on Amazon for now. It's an Amazon exclusive, but book two actually went through Ingram, so it is pretty much anywhere you can find it, which is
That's
crazy.
exciting.
No, it's crazy. It's
That's
terrifying.
It's got to be such
that's
a great
really
feeling.
exciting.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank
I
you.
know. I mean, that's such a big thing. It's like you'll just see your book wherever. You're like, wow, is it there? Like, really?
Yeah, so book two is in Target and I cried.
What? I
Oh,
gotta go to
no
Target.
way.
I'm
Well,
going to
yeah.
Target.
Now I'm gonna go get it. But what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go to Target, send it back to you to get it signed, and then send it to
Right.
us. Just kidding. We're all
Oh,
about our signed books.
well, now we need special edition books too. You do like little
Yes.
winds,
Yeah.
elements,
All
dragons.
right, I'll get on it.
Ooh.
I'll get on it.
Just
Yeah.
for
Just
me.
let it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Just for me. Yeah. Just two, please. That'll be good.
Fine.
I love it. Okay, good. Well, we'll make sure that we put everything in the show notes for people. They can go on and kind of find where you are on social media and everywhere else. But yeah, I guess, Amanda, is there anything else you want to add before we end the episode?
No, but we love you guys.
We do. It's our signature ending. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you are listening to us on Spotify or Apple. Leave us a comment. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello. And make sure that you also hit subscribe, leave a comment, share this with a friend. Make sure to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And you guys make sure to go give the wonderful, lovely L.Clauson a follow. She is also on Instagram and TikTok as well. We'll make sure everything is attached for you guys so you guys can go check that out. But other than that, I guess we will see you guys on the next episode. And we do have a special episode coming out next. So you guys will just have to wait and find out what that is. Other than that, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.